This is FC Barcelona, and they have the best young team in world football with players like Pau Cubarsí, Pedri, and Lamine Yamal. But today, I'm taking over the next 10 seasons, trying to win 30 trophies and make them the greatest team of all time. And just look at the incredible team we have taken over. Players such as Captain Rafinha, goal machine Robert Lewandowski, and even the best midfielder in the world in Pedri. But don't forget, we also have the new signings in Joan Garcia, Rooney Bargi, and of course, Marcus Rashford. And we can't forget the world's best player, Lamine Yamal. As long as we keep him in the side, we will be winning 30 trophies very easily. However, it's not going to be that easy because we do have a wheel. And that wheel will be spun every single season, giving us a challenge. And some of these challenges could give us any player we want for free. But they can also screw us over by sending our best players to Real Madrid. But it's time to find out what is the first challenge going to be. And it's going to be UCL Redemption Arc. Reach at least the Champions League semis. If you fail, release your top goal scorer. And to be honest, with this team, we should be reaching at least the semis. If not, we could lose the likes of Lewandowski, Rafinha, or maybe even Yamal. So in terms of signing this season, I'm very happy with the starting 11, as I want to give Rashford a go this entire season. But I think I do want to sign a backup left mid and left back, as we don't have any, as well as a backup right back to Koundé. And with 83 million in the bank, we should be able to sign some superstars. And so the three players I have brought in is Alejandro Garnacho for 24 million, for 26 million, Denzel Dumfries, and finally for 8 million plus Christensen, we have brought in Alejandro Grimaldo. And as our three new signings join the bench, surely this team is capable of not only reaching the semis, but winning the Champions League and many more trophies. And as we're simming to the end of the very first season, we did end up selling Ter Stegen as well as loan out every single youngster in our team to make sure they continue to grow even when they're not playing for us. And at the end of the group phase, we somehow finished in 11th, as in the playoffs, we're 1-0 down to Tottenham. And boys, if we do not win this game, we will have to release our top goal scorer at the end of the season. Please, Barcelona, come back, and it's a 2-0 victory. However, in the round of 16, we did knock out Man City, and we're now in the quarters versus PSG. All we need to do is get past Paris in 2 legs, and we will not lose our top goal scorer as Yamal is injured, and the first leg is a 2-1 loss. This is not good. And if we do not win this game, we will be losing whoever is our top goal scorer. Come on, we need a remontada like years ago, and no, 2-0 loss. Our top goal scorer will be gone for free. And at the end of the season, Lewandowski was our top goal scorer, which means he's going to be released. So bye-bye, Lewandowski. You did us a good service, but you're gone now. But in terms of other players, Rashford really impressed being the second top goal scorer. But now, without Lewandowski, we have a huge gap in that striker position, which I hope we can fill with a superstar next season. However, before we find out if we won any trophies, by the end of this 10 seasons, I want to have 4 different Ballon d'Or winners. So make sure to subscribe and comment down below who you think they will be. But we failed to win our first trophy as Madrid take La Liga title, and we failed to reach the final of the Copa de España, but we win the Copa del Rey being our first trophy. And now in season number 2, we do have 125 million. We could definitely sign a superstar striker. But the question is the wheel going to allow us to sign a superstar striker? And it's going to be Treble season bonus. Win the treble. If you do, you may choose any player in the world and add them for free next season. So now that means we can sign that world-class striker. However, I also want to re-sign Marcus Rashford. So for 33 million, we have brought back Marcus Rashford, which means we only have around 88 million to spend on a superstar striker. But because we signed Marcus Rashford, the 3 strikers I wanted to sign are all over how much price we have left. My fourth option was then Victor Gyökeres, who looks affordable, but our assistant manager says he's gonna be from 94 to 100 million, so we also can't afford him. So I think the next best option is to sign Lautaro Martinez, who is very affordable. So for 85 million, we have brought in Lautaro Martinez. And now as the 2 new signings join the side, who knows, if we win the treble, we can get Erling Haaland for free next season. And at the end of the season, Rashford was our top goal scorer, scoring more goals than Lautaro, Rafinha, and Lamine Yamal. Rashford is cooking. And we win our first La Liga title, but we failed to win the Copa de España once again. But we win back-to-back Copa del Reys. Can we win the treble? And no, boys, we did not reach the Champions League final, as we got knocked out in the semis to Juventus. So we do not get that free signing next season. And at the end of the season, this is what our squad is looking like, as so far we have 3 trophies and 0 Ballon d'Or winners. And now in season number 3, we have 3 players over 90 overall. I think we can win our first Champions League. But of course, if that is the wheel is going to allow us to maintain this this team, and it's going to be bye-bye Bilbao. You are allowed to bring Nico Williams to Barca. We've only gotten good things so far. However, as good as Nico Williams is, there is one huge issue. He is going for 138 million and 172. So we're gonna try to get a swap deal. And we have taken a huge risk for 30 million plus Ronaldo Araujo. We are bringing in Nico Williams as I planned to bring in a world-class center back. And as Nico Williams joins the starting 11, and sadly Rashford is benched. With 90 million left, let's see who's in a partner. Pau Kubarsi. So for 93 million, we have brought in William Pacho from PSG. And as William Pacho joins the side, this is the best our squad has ever looked. We should be winning every single trophy this season. But despite the signing of Williams, Rashford is a top goal scorer again, alongside Lautaro and Lamine Yamal. I just hope we finally won a Champions League. But we win our first trophy with La Liga, and we finally win the Super Copa de España, and we also win the Copa del Rey. We've won everything so far. But we did not reach the Champions League final once again, as we got knocked out in the round of 16 to Arsenal. But hey, we just added 3 trophies to our name, with 6 in total now. But now in season number 4, the wheel hasn't given us anything bad in a little bit, and it's going to be Bartomeu tax. Release your highest valued player. Thank you, former presidents. Boys, this is not good. And it's not good because Yamal is our highest valued player. This guy was supposed to win as a Champions League and win Ballon d'Ors. But now he is going to the free agency where he'll probably join Real Madrid. And boys, there is now a huge gap in that right mid position, as Garnacho and Rooney Bargi are not ready just yet. So we need to sign somebody new. And with 149 million to spend, surely that should be enough. And I think I found the perfect replacement in Mikel Olise. As he has 12 months left in his contract, he should be affordable. So for 95 million, Mikel Olise joins the Blaugrana. And as Mikel Olise joins the side, I still think I want to sign a backup center back to Kubasi and Pacho. So for 24 million, we're bringing in Brazilian center back Vitor Reis. So now the question is, can this squad continue to succeed without Yamal? Another season and another 30 goals for Rashford, as the rest of the side got a decent amount as well. But we make it 7 trophies with La Liga and make that 8 with the Super Copa de España. But we failed to win the Copa del Rey. And finally, we have finally reached the Champions League final. And surely if this team can win the Champions League tonight, somebody will be winning the Ballon d'Or. But it's now time for the Champions League final. Can we beat Man City's Guardiola? And it's a 3-1 victory. We've taken down the bold fraud. And yes, we get our first Ballon d'Or winner, and it's Marcus Rashford. That's 100% deserved, as we now have 9 trophies to our name and our first Ballon d'Or winner. But now in season number 5, we need to start winning trophies drastically. We want to hit 30 and El Clasico, or else every non-win versus Real Madrid, they will steal our highest rated player. And in terms of new signings, we do have 146 million. I think I want to sign that superstar young striker. And if we want to continue winning trophies and beat Real Madrid every single time this season, nobody better than Erling Braut Haaland. So for 120 million plus Lautaro Martinez, we have finally brought in a superstar striker in Haaland. And now that Haaland has joined, let's continue to win trophies and destroy Real Madrid. But it's time for our first matchup against Real Madrid. Can we go ahead and not lose a player? 3-2 victory. Let's go. And we're facing Real Madrid for a second time in the Super Copa de España semis. If we lose this game, not only do we lose a player to Madrid, but we also miss out on a trophy. Come on, Barcelona, cook them. And it's a 3-0 victory. So far, we haven't lost a single player. And once again, we're facing Madrid in a 2-legged Copa del Rey. I cannot believe we're playing Real Madrid more than twice. Let's see how the first leg goes. It's a 2-2 draw, which means it's not a victory, so they're stealing our best player. And our current highest rated player is Jules Koundé. And there we go, Koundé has gone to Real Madrid. However, the good news is we have Denzel Dumfries to replace him, but instead, I'm gonna bring back Hector Ford and start him for the rest of the season. However, we still have to face Real Madrid at least 2 more times. And we are now facing Real Madrid for the final time in the league. Rafinha is out injured. Please, let's not lose another game. A 4-1 victory. Let's go. And now in the second leg of the Copa del Rey, hopefully this is the last time we face them. And we go through to the next round to win the trophy. And it's a 5-3 loss. We're knocked out but we're losing our second highest rated player. However, boys, there are 3 players that are the exact same rating, so I'm gonna look at their average rating throughout the season. Okay, Pablo Gavi's is a 7.22, Pedri's is a 7.12, so he's safe, and Erling Haaland is a 7.51, so he is going to Madrid. And boys, there goes Erling Haaland to Madrid. I also wanted to mention, Yilmaz also ended up going to Real Madrid. Man, we're really gonna struggle to win 30 trophies with this Madrid side. And I think for the rest of the season, we're entrusting Rashford up top. And at the end of the season, Rafinha was a top goal scorer. But we know probably Erling Haaland scored a bunch of goals. But regardless, we secure our 10th trophy and make that 11 with the Copa de España. But of course, Madrid win the Copa del Rey. And we somehow lost the International Cup to Al Ahly. And we lost the UEFA Super Cup to United. We should have won these trophies. But once again, we're somehow in the UCL final. But despite everything that's happened, can we win a back-to-back Champions Leagues with FC Barcelona? And yes, we do, a 3-1 victory. And we also get our second Ballon d'Or winner as Rafinha finally wins it. And heading to Season 6, we now have 12 trophies and 2 Ballon d'Or winners. And to kick off Season 6, as good as Rashford's been, we definitely need to sign a replacement, as well as a replacement for Hector Fort. But the question is the wheel going to allow us? It screwed us before. Is it going to screw us again? Laporta's gamble. Pick a reserve player and start them for the entire season, no matter their rating. Okay, to be honest, we do have a huge squad. The question is, which one out of all of these players we want to integrate into the starting 11? And you know what? I think it's time. It's time for Rooney to get a starting 11 run here at Barcelona to prove himself. So now with 161 million, let's sign a world-class right back and a striker. So the 2 players I have brought in for 40 million is Connor Bradley from Liverpool. And for 87 million, we're bringing in Costulas, who was playing for Leicester City. And as our 2 new signings join the side, it is a massive downgrade, but the rest of the team surely can help them win us more trophies. And oh my days, what a first season for Rooney. 28 goals, a top goal scorer. I can't lie, Olise is gonna have to hit the bench. But even Costulas had a brilliant first season, and Nico Williams finally has a great season as well. And if you take a look at this team, I think the decision has been made. At an 85 overall, Rooney is the brand new starting right mid. But we win our 13th trophy with La Liga and make that 14 with the Super Copa de España. And that is 15 trophies. Man, I thought Madrid would compete with all the players they've stolen. And we win the International Cup, that's 16. But we failed to win the UEFA Super Cup. But we could make it 17 if we win the Champions League final for a 3rd time. But the question is, can we beat AS Monaco and win 3 Champions Leagues in a row? And it's a 2-1 victory. In his first season as a starter, Rooney has won the Ballon d'Or. I cannot believe that. So we now have 70 trophies and 3 Ballon d'Or winners. 1 more left to go. And now it's season number 7. Come on, Wheel, do not punish us. We've been doing great so far. Messi reborn. You discover a prime Messi regen, sign and start him immediately. We just continue to get lucky with this wheel. And here we have a prime Lionel Messi regen in Iago Vergara, who is a 94 overall, which was Messi's best ever card, as well as playstyles that are exactly like Messi's. And I've decided to make Iago a center attacking mid because Messi in his prime was a center forward. And of course, you'll have that shadow striker role just like Messi. And to be honest, this team is looking perfect. Let's go ahead and continue to win trophies. And what a first season for Iago. 45 goals, 11 assists, while Rooney continue his good form alongside Costulas. And we have won our 18th trophy. Make that 19. Real Madrid were never a threat. And that is 20 trophies with the Copa del Rey. Make that 21 with the International Cup. We are cooking. And we finally win the Super Cup for 22 trophies. But once again, we're in the UCL final against a team we've beaten before. But surely we can easily win our 4th UCL title in a row as Kubarsi is suspended, and it's a 2-1 loss. For the first time in 3 years, we don't win the Champions League. No UCL means no Ballon d'Or winner, as we still have 3 with 22 trophies. And now in Season 8, we have 3 seasons left to go, and we're looking unstoppable. What is the wheel gonna give us? No signings allowed, no transfers this season. And to be honest, our team is absolutely perfect, so I don't mind not making a single transfer. And Iago just gets better and better with 57 goals. But we have won our 23rd trophy with La Liga. But make that 24 with the Super Copa de España. We've dominated Spain. And 25 with the Copa del Rey. And once again, we're in a UCL final, this time against Bayern. Let's see if we can beat Bayern Munich, or we're gonna lose back-to-back UCL finals, and it's a 3-2 loss. How do we keep losing when we have the best team in the world? And with 2 seasons left to go, we have 25 trophies and still need 1 Ballon d'Or winner. And 2 seasons left to go. As long as our players don't get taken away, we will complete the challenge. Catalan core, sign only Spanish players this season. And boys, as we take a look at our team, there is one Spanish player I want to sign. So for 250 million, we have stolen back Lamine Yamal from Real Madrid. And as he wears the brand new Barca kits, if you want these in your career mode saves, check out Road Kits in the link of the description. And as Yamal rejoins Barcelona, our team is probably the greatest of all time. And for the first time, Costulas is the top goal scorer. But what a return from Lamine Yamal as Yago continued to dominate. And with La Liga, we win our 26th trophy. And we win the Copa de España again for 27. And we win the Copa del Rey, that's 28. And we also win the Club World Cup, that is 29 trophies. Which means if we beat Chelsea in the UCL tonight, we would have won 30 trophies and surely get our final Ballon d'Or winner. The question is, can we beat Chelsea? Can we win our 30th trophy a season early? And it's going to be a 5-0 victory as we win our 30th trophy, and Lamine Yamal, of course, has won the final Ballon d'Or. And if you guys enjoyed this video, click on the screen and watch me take over Liverpool for 10 seasons.